First time most of us heard of Moscow, Idaho, was for something that remote little college town will never completely get over. And that thing, that horrible, gut-wrenching turning point happened 2 years ago today. On this date in 2022, 4 students at the University of Idaho were stabbed to death in their off-campus party house, allegedly by a Ph.D. student at a neighboring university, a would-be criminologist named Bryan Kohberger. Tonight, that murder scene on King Road no longer exists. The house was torn down. And the work of getting justice for Kaylee Goncalves, Madison Mogen, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin is now being done in Boise, Idaho, 6 hours away. I'm joined tonight once again by Shanon Gray. He is the attorney for the family member, Kaylee Goncalves' loved ones. Shanon, it's good to see you. Thank you for doing this. I'm, sorry it's this very sad anniversary. How are the family members doing? How are Steve and his family managing on a day like today?
Well, like today's like today, they just kind of disconnect. They kind of just pull into the family and get around each other and hug on each other and love on each other and kind of just walk away from the news and the outside world. That's kind of how they cope on days like this. So
probably a really healthy way of. I do that on 9/11 a lot, and I can understand why it's healthy just to connect with your loved ones. So the trial has been moved to Boise, and there's a lot of chatter online that this new judge is not quite as friendly to the defense as maybe the old judge was. Are you seeing any of that? Or I can see your smile, but are you feeling it? Is that just chatter?
I don't know if it's niceness. I just think it's, for me personally, I feel like he's very competent, and he knows what he's doing. He knows how to handle a courtroom, and he's had a lot of experience, and it shows. And so I think the family, is happy that there's a new judge on this case, and are excited that that these kind of random arguments that the defense would make and other judges would entertain don't really fly in this courtroom. And so I think they think justice will move forward faster here. And obviously they didn't like that the venue was changed. They thought that we could have found a jury trial or jury pool in Latah County, but we do like, the family does like that the judge has changed. So it's kind of a double-edged sword there.
Yeah, and about the other edge, getting to Boise on a daily basis for this trial, is that the plan? And if it is the plan, is the court helping at all? Just logistically, how are Steve and the family going to be a part of this trial?
Well, the family plans on, being there for the entire length of the trial. I think they're going to rent a place in the area and stay there for the length of the trial. The flying back and forth isn't possible. I think their employers and family and the support of the community there in Boise have reached out to kind of open up their arms to them, and they're thankful for that. But they're going to try to be there as much as they can. And probably some days they might not want to be there, and other days they might. So, but a family member will always be there, or myself will be at that trial. So.
One last question. The King Road house was demolished, and there was a plan to have some kind of a memorial. There is a memorial on campus. Do you or the family know anything more about the plans for that site where this house used to stand?
We don't. The University of Idaho hasn't shared anything with us about what the plans are for that property. The family still feels like it was a mistake to demolish that property. It was a huge piece of evidence in this case, and we still feel like it was important and should have stood during the length of the trial, and then afterwards they could have done whatever they wanted to with it. But the family still feels like the demolition of that house was a mistake. So
I still find it sort of eerie just watching the wreckers coming in and pulling it down. It's just sort of unfathomable, and I can't imagine what it's like for them to see those videos. Shanon, as always, I'm really appreciative. It's good to see you, my friend. You look healthy and well, and again, I'm sorry it's on this occasion. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.